Just trying to impress
I'm always
you guys.
impressed with Greg. He's a very impressive
Yeah, you
man.
guys.
Totally.
Why the bromance
From
works.
head to foot.
Right? 16, man.
From head to foot.
Ew.
Yeah, top to bottom, just
All around.
all around.
Welcome in, everybody, to Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for the slate. I am Greg. That's my first assistant director, Flexi. What's up, bud?
I always got your back, man.
Yeah, someone's got to do it. You know, honestly, it doesn't do me any good if you do it. I appreciate the reminder. I actually have to be the one that...
It did
To
me
line
good,
things
Flex.
out.
It did me good.
Yeah. Flex always
That was
doing
funny.
me good.
I hear that a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. So, good times. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Greg over there clapping around as Flex.
It's me. It's me.
It's a Flexio. And in a shitstorm, but not a real storm, I don't think, is Erica up north in NorCal. What's up?
Yeah, Hillary didn't really hit us that bad, but it did knock out the power and apparently disorganized all the wires in my office.
So it is a hurricane outage.
I don't know. It was a little stormy today. I thought it was really overrated.
Oh, did you
but
guys get it a little bit today?
We did, and the power went out,
okay.
but it didn't feel like a legitimate reason for the power to go out. So.
Because, like, down here in SoCal, we were done by last night, by Sunday night.
Oh. Well,
Today was a very nice day, actually, compared to what we've been dealing with. So,
it's our turn.
yeah. Flex is like, so it's summer and clear. And
Yeah, it was a balmy 79 degrees today.
That sounds
not
amazing.
Not a cloud in the sky. Breeze rolled in the evening, and we
Yeah.
even put some pants on.
oh, look at that.
Yeah, so right now, believe it or not, I'm wearing pants.
I'm a little disappointed to hear that.
It's
but
crazy.
yeah.
Proof.
They're tight,
Jeanette-
though, don't worry.
Vanessa was making fun of us here in SoCal. Like, yeah, stand by for your tropical storm. She's like, we get that shit every day. And-
Every day. Yeah.
every day. And I was like, well, the worst part is the fucking humidity. And she's like, welcome to Florida where it's 100% humidity all the time. And
Yeah, we get the same thing up here in the Midwest.
oh, it's so gross. It got to like 85% here. And I just was standing there sweating for no reason. Did it get that bad up there, Erica?
It was nasty. That was yesterday or the day before. Sticky and gray.
Yeah.
No.
So
my
gross.
God.
Wisconsin News, when they do the weather in the summer, they have this like rating chart of the humidity and whether it's
Oh.
going to be like moderate, tolerable, unbearable, uncomfortable, and it's fucking
That's like
hilarious.
this podcast. I love it. I like the rating. I like that rating.
But it's like
Uncomfortable.
that is the Midwest in a nutshell.
It's like, not bad to the fuck, eh?
Yeah, it's well minus the A. We don't do that a lot in Wisconsin.
That's more
That's
of a
like-
Minnesota thing.
It's like the up north, with
It re-
Minnesota and the
Don't you know?
Canadians, yeah.
darn tootin'. Yeah.
Oh shucks.
Yeah. Erica, you guys didn't feel the earthquake up there, did you?
No, I saw Coley post something about it, and I was like, what? An earthquake now?
Yeah, so mid bullshit hurricane storm thing, we had a 5.1 earthquake down here, pretty close to our house. And I was telling Flex before the show, I was like, we're so typical Californians that we were over at Pedals and Pints, drinking a couple beers, visiting with a friend, and started to hit. And Shannon looks over and she goes, earthquake? And I was like, maybe. Hold on. And I look up because they have speakers hanging in there. I was like, oh, speakers shaking. Yeah, earthquake. All right.
Seriously?
That was it.
That's how it went down with you guys? Wow.
Oh, yeah. we
Isn't
don't
that
give a shit.
bizarre?
That doesn't happen for us up here. Knock on wood. But I thought it was hilarious that Deb, she posted something about, all these people down here are Googling if I can go to brunch during a hurricane. And then the day of, quote, the hurricane, she's
Yeah.
like, I'm having brunch.
Hurricane 23.
But the big thing up here is, we get tornadoes every now and then. Not where
Oh,
where
Dang.
we live, but we get some like gnarly storms that roll in. Then in the Midwest, it's like when you should be seeking shelter from like a tornado or a storm, you're out on like your patio or your porch and you're just
Right.
like watching it as it happens. So
right.
it's everybody's comfortable with, basically their
What they grew up with.
yeah, with their
Yeah.
surroundings and what they have to deal with. So I just
Yeah,
think
but-
that's hilarious with the earthquake thing.
Yeah, we're just like,
Yeah.
whatever. You can always tell the out-of-towners. Because, like, so back in, I think it was 2019, we had a really big, like, 7 point something, not too far from it. So by the time it hit us, it was not as big,
What
but it was
size
still
shoes do you think that earthquake would wear?
like a 20, maybe even a 22, like Shaq. Like yesterday's earthquake was like, 13-ish. but that 7 point whatever, those are big 22s like Shaq. We were at Wade's Wines, which is like a tasting room out here, and there was 3 couples in the tasting room. Nobody knew each other, and we were sitting under this like big wine barrel swinging thing, and the earthquake hit, and there was no question as to whether it was an earthquake. Like, you fucking felt it. And I look around like, oh, earthquake, and another couple was like, oh, earthquake, and Shannon's like, maybe we shouldn't sit under the wine barrel. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then we look over, and the third couple is like freaking out and running outside. It's like, tourists. They came back in. They're like, you guys weren't scared? Like, clearly we all grew up here.
Yeah,
like,
clearly.
It's fine. Yeah. Good times.
How was that hurricane? 7.7. Man, that earthquake really hangs some dong, man.
Hangs some dong. Yeah, so I guess we all survived Hurricane 23.
Well, good. I'm glad. I'm really glad, actually.
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
Don't
I
worry.
really like you,
No, surprising. I don't know why, but I'm sure glad. All right, before we get into more things, we've got some beers to discuss because god damn, I am sober over here. Let's fix that situation. And Erica's got the proper glassware too.
Oh,
She's drinking out that
nerd.
Beer Nerd glass, available at our
Brownie
store,
points.
craftbeerrepublic.com. We're both drinking the same thing, Erica and I, and that is Institution Ale Company's Keep the Noise Low. They are local to me out here in Camarillo, California. This is an IPA, 7.1%, 75 West Coast IBUs, and a 384 on Untapped. They say Keep the Noise Low is brewed with Azacca, Simcoe, and Mosaic hops. The base recipe is lighter than we typically make, using only base malt, allowing the hops to shine through and keep the malt character to a minimum. Expect big hot flavors of pine and tropical fruit, along with crisp, assertive bitterness. I like when they keep the malt bill lower and lighter, so you can really taste the hop.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, the first thing, thanks for this beer, by the way. It was a lovely surprise. And
Absolutely.
cracking it open, I love the aroma. It was just immediately, I could smell that just fresh hop character. It was great. Did you get that too?
Yeah, you really get that like effervescence of hop.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it was really good.
And then other than that, I'm with them on piney. I mean, it is piney, but it's not overwhelmingly so. It's definitely above that 3.75. Nice IPA. Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm trying to figure out like what fruit I'm getting. I feel like, yeah, I get tropical fruit. Like I do, but I'm having a hard time putting my finger, my tongue on it, my tongue jabber on it. Definitely get the pine, especially on the back end. It's super crisp. It's very drinkable at 7.1 too. It's nice and light bodied and all that stuff.
It's perfect. I would have a couple of these. And the can, I think you explained this to me when I saw you, that this institution that was like an old, I don't know, mental hospital or something?
It was a state hospital. So Camarillo State Hospital, got shut down when, what was it, like Reagan shut down all the mental institutes or whatever it was back in the 80s. They got shut down back then with everyone else. And then it sort of became this like place of lore because it opened in the 20s, I think, the 1920s. Very old. They had a working dairy farm out there that they supplied themselves with, like milk and meat and that kind of stuff. And it became pretty run down and whatever. And they started calling it Scary Dairy. And it's like they have a beer called Scary Dairy. They have one called something like Padded Walls or something like that. Like it's a lot of theming with the mental institute.
Perfect.
So it's pretty cool.
And the creepy clowns on it are just, it's perfect. So
Super well played.
well done.
Yeah, I don't love clowns by any stretch, but in general, I really like their can art. They do a good job.
Yeah.
Whoever their artiste
Clowns,
is.
I feel like you either love them or you hate them.
Yeah, I'm on the not love side.
Do people love clowns?
Well, I feel like
Can't.
the people that like go to clown school to become clowns,
Right?
I feel like they grow up loving clowns. 'Cause
Yeah.
Why else would you want to become that?
That's
Yeah, if
totally
they don't, then
true.
they really have some issues.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I fucking hate this, but I'm going to become one.
Just sadistic, right?
Yeah, it's like immersion therapy or something.
Yeah.
That would be creepy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, really good.
Big
I think
fucking problem.
yeah. The one thing I'll say before we wrap this part up is I think this deserves more than a 384. I honestly don't always love their hoppy beers. I really like their darks and their browns and stuff. Their hoppy beers can be hit and miss over at Institution for my liking, but this one I really enjoy.
Yeah, nice, well carbonated, not too piney, but it's a solid Westie, so I like it. You can send me more. I take it.
All right,
that's cool.
Noted. I will note that. All right, top listing city last week. Thanks to Pittsburgh.
Whoa,
for hanging out with us. Yeah,
Steel City.
Yeah, at least at one point. They still make steel in America.
I don't know. That's all I got.
Yeah. Go Pirate. Baseball season.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah, yeah. Hard pass.
Same division as the Brewers, so I kind of take it.
Oh, fuck them then.
Yeah. Shitty Pirates.
Shitty Pirates. Grr. Grr. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Really bad Pirates.
Yeah, that was you covered it up really well.
Yeah, go back to doing Boston.
Great comeback.
You guys.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
You should have said go fuck yourself. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. It's like Boston and Pirates. Yeah. It's real confusing and hard to do, actually. Pirate. Yeah. I don't want to try.
My brain's exploding. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little hard to pull that one off. Also, I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but final reminder, August 29th is the last day that Stitcher is going to be working. So if you listen to us on Stitcher, stop. Find something else.
Stop. Habitat.
Stop. Collaborate and listen. And then also, September 4th, details are still being worked out, but we're looking to potentially have a live show in Ventura, California over... I don't know if I'm allowed to say where or when yet. It's in the works. So
isn't that Labor Day?
It is Labor Day.
Wow.
Good day for a live show. Have a few beers, hang out with us. So if you're going to be in the Ventura area on Labor Day, slide into the DMs at Craft Beer Republic, and I'll set you up with where you can come hang out with us and all that good stuff. And I'll try and make some announcements on social media between now and then. So I'm excited for that one. It's an interview that was supposed to happen like 6 months ago and then couldn't. So good times. And then finally, Naughty Pine. I was over at Naughty Pine on Friday. Britt put on this huge benefit for Maui.
Yeah, I saw her post about that. How awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. She has a lot of ties to Maui. She opened a brewery there, which she's no longer part of, and unfortunately, it definitely got taken out by the fires.
It did. I was wondering about that one.
They posted it was pretty melty inside. It was mostly destroyed. So that's too bad. Luckily, all their staff was accounted for, and so that's the good news that came out of it. But so Britt did this fundraiser. We donated a few, like merch things, some hats, some stickers, some pins, and that kind of stuff. And it was really funny. Like she did a raffle, and at one point, like the raffle. Oh, I won a raffle. I won a T Hill gift card. So that was kind of cool. At one point, someone's walking around with my hat, with the Craft Republic hat on, and I was like, "Who the fuck did you get that at?" Oh, that's right. You won the raffle.
You had a moment there. It was a really great moment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, "Where did you get that?" Oh, that's right, raffle. But hey, I'm glad it worked. I'm glad they liked the hat enough.
Yeah, maybe they look into it. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. So,
if you're listening, raffle winner,
right?
Congratulations. Hope you like the show.
And we all know the hat wouldn't fit your head, Greg. So.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
No, okay.
I had to get one specially made just for me. That's a double XL.
Seriously?
For reals. Yeah. So mine looks a little different than the ones that we sell.
Nice.
I actually like the ones we sell better than mine, but there was no getting one that big for my fat head. So
Flex and I would need toddler size. You got those?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get an extra small. My other
small medium, but more on the small
medium.
Yeah. My other favorite hat is from Radiant, and the reason it's one of my favorite hats is not only because I like Radiant, but because they had a huge hat. And it was funny. We were sitting there drinking one day, and I was like, "Hey, I really like that hat, and it's cool. It's the Radiant logo in black on black. So it's like a black on black thing. It's actually pretty cool looking." And I was like, "Hey, what sizes do you have in that hat? Because they're fitted." And he goes, "Oh, let me see." I was like, "I have a big head. Let me just warn you." And he comes over with like the large, extra large. I was like, "Do you have like a double XL?" He goes, "I don't know. I'll go look." And they did. I was like, "Fucking take all my money." It was like the first brewery to have a giant ass.
I will buy 6 of them, sir.
I should have. Now it's getting dirty. I need to like wash it and hope it holds up. So But anyways, back to Naughty Pine. Great job to Britt. Fantastic night. She put on socials. She raised over $5,000 between the raffles, the silent auction. I got some coffee from California Coffee Republic, so that's awesome.
Wow, what a
yeah. Donated a part of beer sales, raffle, silent auction, donations, all that good stuff. So, yeah, if you need to know where to donate, she's got some stuff on her socials over at Naughty Pine.
Yeah, and they said that amount that they raised, they said that's not even what the vendors and everybody else are going to contribute. So,
yeah, all the vendors and food people that were there that night are also going to donate a portion of their sales, and that had not been totaled into the amount she posted about.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, so Naughty Pine Brewing, go check out the gram and socials for more on that. So thank you to Britt for doing a really good thing. I saw early on that she was thinking about doing something. I just reached out immediately. I was like, I don't want to be the guy who plans something for Maui. Like, I don't have ties for Maui, but I want to be able to help.
Right.
And I knew she had ties. So I was like, hey, if you do anything, please let me know. And she was like, I'm going to do something. Just wait. And then a few days later, she pulled it together.
Yeah, so they planned it in like 5 days?
Yeah. She started on like a Saturday. She hit me up on a Saturday. Was like, hey, this is what we're going to do. And then like by Friday, it was going, or maybe Sunday or something.
Wow.
But yeah, she did a great job. So cheers to a ton of people there that night too. Like it was, It looked like when she has Emo Fest, like it was so crowded. So
wow.
Good.
Yeah, it was cool. That's pretty much it for me. You guys, any good researching or anything lately?
Did some research yesterday, actually.
Nice.
We cruised around the Bayview area in Milwaukee, which is just like Milwaukee's, like it's not big compared to California City, but it's big enough to where it has all these different renamed sections, even though it's still technically the city of Milwaukee.
That's like San Diego. Every section has a different name.
Yeah. So we hooked up with a couple of other local Milwaukee beer folk, Duke of Drinkability, got something together. There was a out-of-towner beer grammer who was in Milwaukee, so he was kind of showing her around, taking her to all these different breweries, and we hit up Torzala Brewing, which they're like a starter up kind of place. Like they've only been around for just a year, and they're in like a suite of this warehouse building that actually has 2 other breweries in it. They're bigger breweries like at the bottom of the warehouse, but yeah, so we hit up Torzala, and then we hit up 1840, which was really nice. And then
they're the ones that are only in bottles, right?
Yeah, those stubby bottles,
those little stubby bottles.
Batch. Yeah. And we also did New Barons. It's another spot in that warehouse, but all good beers. I had a Polish pale ale. So it was a pale ale brewed with all Polish hops.
I was going to say sausage, or
not even going to lie, didn't know that there were Polish hops.
Mm-mm.
Couldn't remember the name of them. One of them had a ski in it, so I thought that was kind of
sounds about right.
Right?
Yeah,
it's super Polish. I love it. I'm 50% Polish, and my mom's made a name. Like if you put it on paper, how you would phonetically say it isn't even close to how you actually say it.
Of course
like,
not.
I love being Polish for that reason. So that was good at Torzala. Had a juicy IPA, not a hazy IPA, because it wasn't hazy, and they label it juicy. I very much appreciated that.
Was it a juice ski?
No, this was at New Barons, so it was not a juice ski. But,
took me a second.
I do like that. Very nice.
Took me a second.
That'd be a good one for the Polish place.
Yeah,
check out our juice ski IPA.
Super good. So I had a Pilsner to close that out. Just, everybody was doing one last quick beer. And then we walked over to 1840 where I had a triple and a Goza to cap the night. So, just really good. The triple was all cashmere.
Oh,
can't go wrong, can you?
My fave.
I know it is.
Love me some cash.
Whooped some ass in cribbage and called it a night.
Such an old man.
Cribbage. Well, the best part was the guy. It was the fiance of another local grammer. Flights and flights. I can't remember her name.
I'll believe you.
Her name's Sam. She's great. And her fiance's name is Brian. Another great guy. So he just kind of rolled in, and they have games at all these breweries, and he pulled out a cribbage board, and I was like, hey, do you want to play? And he was like, yeah. And then he kind of starts gloating about how good of a cribbage player he is.
Oh, Flex said, hold my beer, wait, don't.
Yeah. So I just kind of had to slide on in there and
Yeah.
show him what's up.
Right. Just keep him humble.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
And he was like, before the game started too, he's like, "Oh, you want to play for anything?" I was like, "Well,
Your mom?
I don't really play. Like, I don't gamble." I was like, "I'll play for dollars," or I was like, "We can play for a beer." He's like, "Yeah, let's play for a beer." So, and I beat him, and he was,
Double or nothing.
he's like, "Oh, what do you want?" I said, "Look, man, I don't want anything." I said, "I really just like playing, and I'm a very, I don't like gambling. So, like, if I win, it's like,
It's for the pride of it.
yeah, it's for the pride of it. Like, I don't even care about the prize."
Right.
So,
Did he still buy you a beer though? I mean, he
no,
kind
because I was actually on my last one.
of. Okay.
I don't know. I should buy
Flexi
you
knew
a
the
beer.
cutoff.
Were
me
you
tell you.
driving?
I'm impressed.
Because if I would have had another one, I would have not have felt good when I got home.
You would have been in trouble.
Yeah. And the best part about the whole night is Tim, who I meet up with at Eagle Park.
Yeah, your lunch
You're right,
date.
My lunch date. I messaged him and he came out and he hopped with us.
Nice.
So that was a lot of fun too. So I got to see him because, haven't been seeing him all summer with the kids and the families and everybody's out of school and stuff. So really
Oh, yeah.
nice night, man.
Flex, don't talk about Tim so much. You know Greg gets jealous.
Yeah.
It's all right. They'll all get along.
And sometimes he brings up Shred. I'm like, hey,
Just, you see the
Stop
look
it.
in Greg's face. Oh, yeah. I know Tim. Mhm.
I'm the number
Yeah.
one here.
I love everybody.
Or-
Really, everybody love everybody.
Such a hoe. Erica, any new breweries out there?
You know, not necessarily, but I am headed to Nashville this week.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I
That's
need.
really exciting.
I've never been there.
Oh,
Me
it's
either.
so
And
awesome. I love
Flex
Nashville.
loves it.
I
Yeah.
do. I really do.
I'm surprised you love it so much without any penis hotels there.
You know, I
There are no
don't
penis
go
hotels
on
there?
vacations solely for the dick hotels.
Are you
Like,
sure?
I let the dick hotels come to me.
Fair.
Okay. Let's just, that was a little too on the nose. You
Yeah.
can wipe
we're on
that
the
one
dick.
off there, Flex.
Yeah.
or on the head.
Yeah.
Either way.
So what are you guys doing out in Nashville?
Okay, so it's the Beerbabes family is doing one of their larger release there, which I'm one of the VIPs of that group. And no, really, my sister. You were name dropping earlier. I'm trying to name drop. I may not
Mine was
be as
off
impressive.
the air. All right.
Okay. All right.
Joking.
Oh, whoops. Shh. So that, and then my sister-in-law just recently bought an Airbnb there to just as a, so we're like, hey, let's go stay at your Airbnb. So she and I are having a girls' weekend.
I got to get that contact information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. So it's in that, what was the name of the area I said it was? It's one of the, like you were talking about, San Diego has like the gas lamp or whatever. It's one of those kind of like cool
The
neighborhoods.
Gulch, that's the only one I know in Nashville.
Mm-mm. But it's, near one of the Southern Grists, which I was like, okay, I can walk to that. And yeah, so drop into my DMs if you guys have recommendations, because I leave on Thursday and I know this drops Wednesday. So
Oh yeah.
NeckNosh,
So get to sliding.
let me know.
And I got to ask, because I don't think we've talked in a while on here. What's the official latest on GABF?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just a constant. Yeah, it's exciting, but it's a lot of like, logistics. They don't just let anyone in there and everything's complicated. And that's great. I'm not just anyone, so that's cool. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying for all the other people. But no, seriously, it's been fun and complicated. There's a big name pretzel company that I'm still partnering with. And you can go on their website every fifth time about that you pull up GABF's website. NeckNosh has a little banner ad on there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like we're there, we're legit. We're going to be selling necklaces. They're going to have a funky plastic pretzel at the center that say GABF on them.
That's cool. Is it going to be like gold, like a medal?
It's orange.
It won't say these two. That's a whole nother story, but it will say GABF. And we got a 3D.
She's showing us an
printer
orange plastic
It's
pretzel from a 3D printer.
It's
Yeah.
a prototype.
It's a prototype. So, anyways,
Yeah.
it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. Greg's going to be there.
Hell yeah.
Did your wife sign the letter, Flex?
She did not sign the permission slip.
The permission slip? Did it arrive?
I don't know if we've said this on the show, but I sent Flex some
Yeah.
birthday beers like a month late, And in the box, I included that letter that we read on the show and like
So
made it all
stupid.
official and signed it in hopes that like maybe he would leave it out for his wife to find or something.
One day I'm going to.
You need time
I
is
just
ticking.
can't get myself to do it because it's such a ridiculous letter.
Well, that's what's so great.
Oh.
Like, there's no way she'll ever take it seriously because it's the dumbest thing. It's like 2 full pages. It's so fucking long.
You don't know my wife.
My wife.
My wife.
Yeah, it's great. That was a few weeks ago. If you missed it, go back and listen. I read the letter on the show, and it's
Bummed you didn't.
stupidly long. God,
But yeah, it's going to be
ridiculous.
fun. There'll be a lot of people there, minus Flex, but next year we'll get him. Because he did promise he was going to stand in front of my booth in the green shorts and do his
Yeah,
thing.
no,
And
yeah,
now
I'm
I'm
gonna do
stressing. I'm Googling who
Can you
to
get him like a talent pass? Because he's really just a model at this point.
I bet
Probably
those
not.
exist.
Probably not a model.
I bet those exist.
Yes, but also a model.
Probably
Once you put
not.
on once you slap on the green shorts, I mean, full model mode.
People
all downhill from there.
will- Yeah, people will come. Yeah.
Oh, you're telling me. Sorry.
You know, I actually when I showed up yesterday, I was wearing a pair of jorts that weren't short.
Oh my God. All right, John
Uh,
Cena.
And Jordan, the Duke, actually was like, "Oh yeah, he usually wears much shorter shorts."
Oh,
Like that's how people talk about me.
Yeah,
Like that's what I'm known for. I think it's great.
we all do too.
Oh yeah,
Those fucking trunks hanging out.
well, yeah, you can't help it.
Yeah. So,
I just
yeah.
can't.
Well, I'm stoked for hanging out with some tasty beer. I was talking to. We'll get into more of this story next
Yeah.
week, but I was talking to McDreamy about it. He's like, I have a game plan. He's like,
Oh.
no more wasting time on like breweries I've heard of. He's like, I go after whales and new breweries and nothing else.
oh.
like, that's-
Interesting.
Yeah, he's like, that way you don't get so fucking hammered right away because you're just drinking everything in front of you. He's like, you got to have a game plan because I've never been, and clearly you guys are way more experienced at GABF than I. I was like, that's a good game plan. Whales and new breweries. All right.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of beer. I still feel like I'm going to be real shittered by the end of the day, but
That's a guarantee.
yeah.
Yeah, it is guaranteed. That's why I'm going to be working the whole time. I'm just trying to preserve myself. But you guys do have to come and fill my glass, bring it back to me. That's your job.
Oh yeah. Like I was telling you, like I'm fucking pro at that. Every now and then Wiley from the Booze League will get us tickets to like a festival or something. And it's just like an unwritten law that I'll go over and be like, all right, you need a beer now? And I'll go get him a beer.
Perfect.
Then I'll hit a couple boosts, come back. You ready for another beer? You know, you got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, it's a good friend.
When it's
Yeah.
a beer fest.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're working it or not, you know?
Yeah. One of the funniest ones was we went over there and Britt was pouring for Naughty Pine and she had one of her other beer tenders with her. And she's like, hey, I really want to go check out this place, but like, I don't know, I'm shy. And I was like, fuck it, let's go. So like all three of us, me, her, and Shan, the wife, we like started just cruising. We ended up just getting buzzy at the fest. I was like, don't you have to work your own booth? She's like, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Like,
that happens for sure.
not good. So, but whatever. Good times. Good fucking times.
The main tip I have for you is don't do what our friend did and said he was going to try all the barley wines.
No, that's dumb.
You know?
Mm.
And that didn't turn out well.
That's
so,
dumb.
just
Yeah.
You're not
You know.
hanging out much more than 2 hours.
no.
At-
Well,
if
he
that's
hogged the
more than
whole
like
time.
4
It's what the
beers.
next day looks like. Yeah.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
Diversify your strategy there a little bit. So,
Yeah, that's yeah. I don't think I'll be having any barley wines. That's like my biggest complaint about Firestone is you go there and it's like, hey, you want to try our 13% stout? It's only 95 degrees out. Like, fuck no, I don't want to.
yeah.
Where's your
exactly.
goddamn Pilsner?
Right. So,
Give me
this
your-
will
give me
have a
your-
good variety. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I got to find out who locally is going because I know like last year Nick from 14 was there and I got to see who's going to be there so we can go fucking high five it up while we're there.
Yeah.
You
high
have to.
fives, man.
High fives all around. Fist
Yeah.
bumps for the cool people.
You'll have to tell us who to check out, Flex, or we'll let you know who from
Yeah.
Wisconsin's coming so we can.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to look that up now.
Yeah, send us a local list from your hood.
I will do some research.
Yeah. All right, before we find out what Flex is drinking, let's check in with the homie.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Happy late birthday, homie. Happy late birthday,
Forgot about that part.
Loco. Happy birthday, late birthday, Greg. Happy late birthday to my Vato Loco homie, Greg. What's up, homies?
What
Crappy
the
Republic, should you be here? Figure I go loud for you, Gray. You're my homeboy, I say. You deserve it. So check it out. Just a little recap from the Dodger game. Flex, I'm sorry, homie. They don't sell Tecate at Dodger Stadium, or as you call it, Tecates. I drank a lot of Heartland Brewing from San Diego's hazy IPA, 7%. Let's just say I had way too many, homie. This was Friday. I sobered up on Sunday. Had a hangover all the way till like Sunday evening. Anyways, I drank so many that I got lost. Not during the game, after the game, homie. I ended up at the opposite side of the stadium. Luckily, I got a couple words in with the wife on the phone because my phone was at 5%. The last word she heard was "lock you," and I did what every smart kid would do, as we were taught as youngins when we were at the mall or at a theme park. If you get lost, find an adult. So that's what I did, homie. I found a couple adults. They ended up helping me find a wife. I got an earful. The ride home was very quiet, and I learned my lesson, homie. No more than 9 beers at a Dodger game, all right? Learn your lesson. And then second of all,
9 beers.
Sous vide, you sous vide a tri-tip, big dog? What the fuck, bro? You grill that sucker on a Santa Maria grill or your charcoal grill, and low and slow, big dog, and then you do the fast sear, how you said you were. But sous vide, that's like fucking master chef kind of shit. So you could say I'm a master chef then, because I've sous vide the fuck out of everything. Because when I was a teenager, I worked at Taco Bell, homie, and everything we cooked was boiled in a bag. So I'm a master sous vide, motherfucker kind of guy. So anybody can sous
I think
vide,
he's still drunk.
I guess.
It sounds
really?
like it, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, they have teenagers doing it at Taco Bell. So there you go. Other than that, when you go to a game, don't drink too much. Drink water. Make sure you eat. Even the food sucks, just eat something, because you'll learn a hard lesson. And if you do get lost, look for an adult. This is True Your Beer. You have to watch you. Peace out, eh?
Also, 9 beers at a Dodger game? I mean, that must be close to $150.
That's absurd.
I mean, they're like $15 each, especially if he's drinking like 7% IPAs. They've got to be closer to $20 each.
Yeah, I was thinking like $200.
Yeah, it's got to be close to $200. And then on top of that, whatever his wife drank, and good Lord.
Isn't it when he took his dad too? Didn't he take his dad?
Oh, I think you're right. I think he said he was going to take his dad because it was it Fernando Valenzuela's
the
number retirement?
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, that's what it was.
Good God, you got to take out a second mortgage to drink that many beers at Dodger Stadium.
Hey, have you guys ever had that issue of like getting lost after a game or a concert and just being totally screwed?
Nope.
No.
My worst was the wife and I were in San Diego one time. We went to a Padres game. And once or twice a year, I've done this like 4 times. Padres will do a beer fest out front before the game starts.
Oh, right.
And it's legit because it's $5 a beer, and it's all these local spots where you get to the game and it's like $20 a beer. So we just go, we load the fuck up, and you need like maybe 1 or 2 more beers throughout the game to keep it going. And so we did that. We were pretty shittered. We stumbled out of the game. We found this place called, was it Half Door or Other Door? I can't remember right now. Really good. I like them a lot, actually. Been there a couple times. But anyways, I was shittered, had a couple more beers, got extra shittered. And then I tried to call an Uber, and I was so drunk I couldn't get the like little pin to show up on my phone, like where we were. And every time the wife would fix it, and she's like, "No, we're here." And she'd put the pin where we were. And then my drunk fucking fat fingers would like move it. So like I wasn't lost, but I also couldn't get the Uber. She's like, "Give me your fucking phone."
Bet.
Oh.
Poor Shannon.
Yeah, I know. Luckily, she wasn't quite as drunk as I was. So, good times. Every now and then, I just get a little sloppy.
You deserve it like 2 times a year.
Yeah, 2 times a year.
Yeah, I'd like to take a survey from her. I was going to say, what does she say about that? Like,
I mean, look, 9 out of 10 times, I'm the one driving. But every now and then, either we're not driving or she's driving. And I'm like, fucking game on.
Sometimes if I know my wife has a secret plan to go somewhere, I will get a beer before, like 20 minutes before I know we're going to leave. And I will drink it. So then I'm just like, okay, I'm not driving.
Smart.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've only been doing it for like the last 4 months, but
oh, dang.
it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
Yes. It took me a while to learn.
Yeah. Did she get mad at you though?
No.
Oh, okay. Doesn't care?
I mean, she knows that, I have a problem.
She's like, but you're
We all
being
do.
responsible. So, hey, at least he's being
I have
responsible.
a problem being
Right.
responsible.
Nobody on this show doesn't have a problem. Like,
But no, I mean,
Why-
she
that's why it
knows.
exists.
It's like, it's usually like after a day of like work or something like that, right? So it's like,
Got it.
you need to have a beer after work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to time it right so you don't have to drive wherever you're going.
Well, like a lot of the wife's family thinks we're alcoholics or whatever. So I have started microdosing gummies at family events.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then you're like, fine, I don't need a beer.
Yeah. Like I don't want to get crazy high. I just want to get a little high just to take the edge off. So like I'll have a bite and I'll wait a half an hour and I'll have another bite. Just nice and light. So but yeah,
That's pretty
that's my
smart.
plan of attack. Let's answer a very important question.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
I've been having such a good time, I forgot to prepare for this.
Oh, well.
You know
me
what?
stall for you?
And
Do a little song and dance?
I got it. So today, Flex is drinking Microdosing Cashmere. So it's actually weird that you just said you microdose gummies.
Oh, yeah.
So Microdosing Cashmere, once a day IPA from Blackstack in Minnesota, St. Paul.
I like to macro dose some cashmere.
Daddy. So the can reads, "Get your daily dose of this IPA that we dosed daily." That's a tongue twister. AKA every day of primary fermentation. Juicy and creamy cashmere. Expand your horizons. Open your mind. Put this in your mouth. I like where their head's at.
Wow.
So this weighs in at 7.2. So it's just about wheelhouse for me. Untapped has it at a 4.01. And on the nose, you get... as it was microdosed, right? It's like a microdosing aroma, right? Subtle orange marmalade. It's light. Nothing in your face or your nose for that matter. So we will dive in with the old tongue jobber.
Best part of the show.
And it is super light bodied. Much like the aroma is kind of faint, the flavors are kind of the same, which is kind of disappointing. Because I love cashmere so much and I like it when it's just like in your face. So like that orange marmalade, it's faint. What I really do like about the cashmere hop when it's done right is it's almost like a candied green apple flavor.
Yeah.
And that is very faint here as well. So it's a good beer. It's a tasty beer. It's expensive. For
I could tell there was a butt coming. You're like, it's really good. It's tasty. Yeah,
so,
like, what's the butt?
so I don't often drop, and you being in California, this is nothing, right? But like $20 a 4-pack for me, that's like a lot of money for a 4-pack of beer here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't often drop that, but Blackstack,
No, me neither.
I trust them. I love them. Well, I'm always trying to stay in the algorithm.
I know.
right?
I'm joking.
And I was like, oh, cashmere. I fucking love cashmere.
Yeah.
And I got home and I was really excited and I cracked it. And I was just kind of like, it's frustrating. But it is a good beer.
All right. Well, it's got that going for it.
Yeah. It's just not, I guess, not what I was expecting.
Interesting.
So
I think I've said it before, but the biggest fuck up when it came to home brewing for me was my all cashmere beer. Like I had a beer from Society down in San Diego. It was all cashmere hops. I loved it. Couldn't get enough of it. I was like, I have to make an all cashmere beer at home. Worst beer I've ever made.
really?
Yeah. It was the first recipe I designed on my own. And I also think I had some fermentation. I mean, it was just green as could be. Like it did not finish fermenting and bad, real bad, and expensive.
Dang, dude. Yeah, cashmere.
Well,
Yeah,
cashmere.
dang.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a given.
Most expensive beer I ever made, the worst beer I ever made. Good times.
And you never tried to redo it?
Nope.
Oh, man.
Maybe one of these days, now that I have a little more, experience. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
you're a vet now.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got all these friends in the beer community that you could bum
True.
off of. Like,
Yeah, like, hey, why does my beer suck? Please tell me.
Yeah.
Lots of news to get to. Real quick, let's head up the news flight. Get the paddles.
Deadline.
Molson Coors has acquired Blue Run Spirits, making their mark into the liquor world.
Do they do anything we know?
Yes, I was
No, I
wondering.
don't think so.
All right.
Goose Island unveils their 2023 Bourbon County lineup. Who's excited?
Just waiting for the Mountain Dew barley wine.
Yeah. Mountain Dew dry hopped with throw up barley wine.
With
You're gonna
biscotti.
You're gonna get the 2023 Bourbon County Original Stout. You're gonna get the 2023 Bourbon County Brand Eagle Rare 2-year Reserve Stout, aged for 2 years in 10-year-old Eagle Rare bourbon barrels. You're gonna get the Bourbon County Brand Angel's Envy 2-year cask finish stout. The lineup's first cask finish stout with notes of cherry, spice, and cocos. No thanks. And you're going to get the 2023 Bourbon County Brand Backyard Stout, inspired by
Barbecue.
2013. No. Inspired by
brisket.
Casey Masterpiece. Yeah, brisket. Inspired by the 2013's Backyard Rye release with notes of fresh fruit, vanilla, and chocolate. It's only available in Chicago. So no cola stouts this year.
Okay.
I don't give a shit either way, though. Anybody? Goose Island? No.
Can I admittingly admit something?
Oh,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Admittedly admit it.
So, my brother-in-law, back in
Mhm.
2021, grabbed me a bottle of the 2021 regular Bourbon County Stout.
Yeah.
And I drank it like 4 months ago. And I was like, I'm just going to get rid of it. I've just been letting it sit around. I was like, whatever. It was kind of good.
I felt like this was going to be a big moment for you, Flex. Okay, let's decompact this, or you know.
It was
Okay.
pretty good.
How did that make you
I
feel?
mean,
Didn't make me feel
Flex is
very
on the couch.
good.
And is that because Greg is just so negative?
It was
about
it was
Bourbon County?
14% too. It was pretty gnarly.
Okay.
But it was like so chocolatey.
Oh my god.
It was
It's okay
like,
to feel the way you feel.
It was like chocolate
going.
syrup.
In a good way.
Yes, it was like
Okay.
like when you were a kid and you'd sneak in the fridge and you'd pop open the Hershey syrup top when your parents
Yeah.
weren't looking and you'd take a couple swigs.
Start wheezing the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squeeze the juice.
Look, honestly, I've only had one, and it was right after they kind of had sold out, and like you could all of a sudden get them at like Bevmo or whatever it was. And I was like, all right, well, I got to try it. Like, I know they sold out, but hype. So I got to try it. And I couldn't tell you what year it was. It was way before 2021. I just didn't like it. At least that one specifically.
I used to stand in line on Thanksgiving Day for Sterling when this was originally a thing.
Ooh.
McDreamy.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
Every time. Sorry. So, yeah, McDreamy but then he just stopped asking me to do it. So maybe that's when it changed. I don't know. But it used to be a
Maybe.
really big deal. I'd be like at Bevmo or Total Wine and I'd get in line and get the max
You know what
for him.
really just fucking blows my mind about the whole situation? So it's a mass-produced barrel-aged stout, right?
Right.
That's essentially what it has become. It's not like
Yeah. No,
it's not
small
rare
batch.
anymore. You find all this shit months later sitting on shelves. Like places can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
How many barrels are they filling up? You know, like
Lots of barrels.
where is all this being kept?
Honestly, like I wonder if it's real barrels or if it's like wood chips or something.
Right.
or
At this
Who
point,
knows? Yeah.
the level
But
of
look,
production.
I've done the barrel room tour at Firestone after they expanded and put in all the big tanks and stuff. And they just have a giant warehouse filled with barrels that have beer in them. So maybe they're doing the same
Maybe
thing.
they just have a big warehouse somewhere, and you drive by
Yeah.
it 100 times, and you just would never guess beers in it.
Right. Maybe.
Okay.
Could be. Weird.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It just blows my mind. So much
Yeah.
beer.
So much beer. So little time.
I really appreciate that moment, though. Thank you for
Yeah.
being
Appreciate
honest
the
with
share.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to
Still.
get that off my chest.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then finally, I can never say this right. Catawba Brewing.
Sure.
There a lot of we've covered this. A lot of weirdness. Like they got bought out. They shuttered some of their tap rooms. They reopened one, I think, at one point. Anyways, they have now closed their Charlotte and Wilmington locations without any notice to the staff. They just like showed up and there was a sign on the door one day, and they're trying to find one new location place. It sounds like a shit show. I don't think that brewery is long for this world.
I'm gonna put in my 2 cents. I don't think they're gonna last.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that way. It sounds like some bad new management. Let's move on to the full pour real quick. There was a Gallup poll. 62% of Americans drink alcoholic beverages. Beer is still top choice, but liquor is gaining steam.
There's that many Mormons in America?
Just enough.
Only 62% of Americans drink alcohol? These are adults, I'm guessing, or are they counting children? Maybe that's what it is. The rest are children. Thank you very much.
Maybe they're counting. Yeah, that's what it is. They're counting children. 58% of 13 to 34-year-olds, 66% of 35 to 54, and 61% of 55 and up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of shocking.
I don't know. I think some people are lying or they interviewed the wrong states or something.
Yeah, that's
Alabama.
really low.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
This is interesting. I always joke with my wife and I tell her smart people drink more.
My wife.
They say the majority of adults with household incomes of $100,000 or more said that they consume alcoholic beverages. And that's 79%. So 79% of people that make over $100,000 combined household drink alcoholic beverages.
But like one's underdone?
I guess they're less likely to. Interesting.
Huh.
I don't know.
They're less likely to receive the poll because they
can't figure out email.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Why is that? That number is just bizarre.
It's weird, right?
Just the whole statistic to me is bizarre.
Yeah, I don't get it. So
I just think everyone's lying. Let's just be honest about that.
Yeah.
All these numbers. When it comes to alcohol, they all lie. When the doctor says how many drinks a week.
I was just going to say, the next time you have your annual physical, y'all got to promise me you're going to tell the truth. Because that's my
plan. Do you? Or you're going
to? That's
to?
my plan. Yes.
Let us know how that goes. I'm curious.
I was going to do it. I was going to do it last year, and my doctor never asked me the question.
Oh, you were ready?
Like I had it all loaded up.
I'm not going to lie. I can't remember the last time I saw a doctor other than McDreamy.
Oh, well, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
He just cuts people. So you're screwed.
Yeah, I haven't seen a doctor in forever. I don't get sick.
Okay.
See, I get prescriptions. So
I know.
Aurora made it like a thing like 4 or 5 years ago. Instead of going 2 years without a annual checkup, like you get prescriptions for 2 years without seeing your doctor. Now they changed it to 1 year.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Total money grab.
Yeah. Oh,
that's all they do.
All that industry is.
But I've been getting the same shit for the last 19 years. Nothing is new. Nothing is happening with me. Just give me the same shit and let me live my life.
The
probably
same
more
Viagra.
To do with liability than money. They're probably like, we have to make sure we check in on you.
I guess.
And we catch that you have liver failure or whatever it is. Not you.
I think my doctor just likes hearing my heartbeat because she gets to touch me. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, you have a female doctor.
Yes, I do.
We'll end it on this one. Drunk raccoons are terrorizing Germany.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, right.
I mean, could you imagine? Raccoons are such assholes already when they're drunk. What
trash pandas? Yeah.
I'm assuming they just all went and saw the Guardians of the Galaxy movie and they got super fucking jacked.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
they're just getting fucked up. Apparently, they're calling this the drunken animal, or they're calling the drunken animals a plague on the country. Homeowners have reported thousands of euros worth of damage to their properties, as well as horrifying instances.
Euros? What is that, like pesos?
It's pretty close.
Beer fest? No.
Instances of raccoons eating their pets and fish. The rising number of raccoons wreaking havoc on civilians is leading many residents to become frustrated with the situation. They're considered native to North America. They're brought to Germany in 1900s, blah, blah, blah. This isn't the first instance of raccoon alcohol abuse in Germany. In 2019, a tipsy raccoon was reported to be making a scene at a local Christmas market. While the animal's drunken shenanigans seemed fun at the time, this more recent rampage proves there's danger in numbers.
Rampage.
Yeah, they've been seen breaking into local buildings and fueling up on food and booze. Apparently, they have a liking... They have a liking for beer, apparently.
How about lock your doors?
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
They terrorizing everyone up in here.
Just picturing like a little raccoon pulling out like a lock picking kit, just like jimmying the door open, and then like
Who's thirsty?
13 of them come out like from behind
Yeah.
him, and they just ransack the goddamn convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid.
There
This
is
is
not-
pretty much what's
fucking
happening.
real.
No, but there's not a better animal than a raccoon to imagine being drunk and just a total
True.
obnoxious. Yeah.
Well,
terror.
of all the countries, I don't think Germany would make this up. They'd make up some far more extreme
I
story.
don't know, man. They've been known to use some propaganda.
Well, yikes! You're not wrong there.
Well,
Feels like a
can't
great
deny
time
that.
to end the show.
It's history.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's on the History Channel.
On a lighter note,
On a lighter note, I want to hit some music. I'm going to tell you all to check us out on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at Flex Me Beer _ in between, and at NeckNosh LLC _ after each one. And if you're going to GABF, go fucking load up on some pretzies and other
Yeah.
things. And
Come say
to
hi at
all
least.
of us.
Yeah.
And say hi to Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa, are you going to GABF? We need to talk.
Let us know. 805-538-BEER 2337. That's the number to call. I think that's just about everything. Hope everyone out there is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
Good night, everybody.